College of New York, HOSTOS, LaGuardia colleges are partnering on a new initiative to attract more students to the STEM disciplines, especially Hispanic and low-income students, and to help them earn their degrees, especially in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The program will be funded through a 5-year plan with the United States Department of Education. Here to tell us more is the Principal Investigator and Professor of Mechanical Engineering, Jorge Gonzalez. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell me why are we going through this process right now?
Yeah. Well, this program is part of the President Obama initiative to boost the educational system in the U.S. with focus on what we call STEM, no? Science, technology, engineering, and math. The reason for that is because U.S. lags among the industrialized countries in terms of the number of degrees that are granted to scientists and engineers and mathematicians for that matter. For example, just to give you a reference, China grants about 50% of all their college degrees to STEM fields. And then, of course, we rank much lower at the rate of 15%, not to consider that the number of degrees at college level are also low. So it's a clear correlation between global competitiveness and the preparation of our students in STEM fields, and that's the key response to this program.
In your research, why have you found that Americans are lagging with 15% of Americans pretty much graduating with degrees in STEM? Why are Americans not interested in engineering, mathematics, and the sciences?
Good, very good question. We believe that part of that is the engagement of the students and how attractive students are to these fields. So it seems like we're missing the opportunity for the students to get connected to the science and technology and math at some point. Maybe it's because they don't see the connection between technology and also what they learn in the classroom. They may not see the connection also between the long-term affordability of their degrees down the road, so they prefer to go into other paths at the same time. Also, is the bottom line that most of our students in general, they don't go to college. So that's a fundamental problem also within the U.S., that we need to also increase the number of degrees at the college level. And the proportion of those degrees in STEM fields also needs to be increased. So in reality, the administration's 21st century educational grant challenge calls to duplicate the number of college degrees by 2020 overall, including STEM fields.
So you mentioned that the program will reach out to K-12 students. It's important to have that foundation, to lay that proper foundation in order for this program to be a success. I know you said that was in the pipeline. What should Bronxites and New York City at large expect with this pipeline?
I think New York City is a wonderful setting for helping the nation in educating the students in the STEM fields, because we have the complete diversity across the spectrum of the pipeline, meaning that we have K-12, of course, as any other place, maybe in larger proportions, but also we have a range of 2-year colleges, what we call community colleges, that are closer to the community. So they are part of this incoming process of students, and what happened after that is we're missing a big opportunity. So CUNY system, the City University of New York, has a great setting for that, because it has a range of 2-year colleges, and it has a number of senior campuses, including the City College of New York, which is the flag college for STEM. So providing that continuous environment all the way from K to 4 year, we think is fundamental to succeed in graduating more students. We focus on, of course, in this particular case, on Hispanic, because the Bronx has a large Hispanic community. So why we partner with HOSTOS is 60% Hispanics. LAGUARDIA are around 40–50% Hispanic students. So the pool exists there. But we need to then put a process that is the transition seamless to our senior campuses. And when they do, we serve them with high quality and prepare them for the 21st century.
What kind of careers would people who are graduating with STEM degrees go into the workforce with? I think a lot of times people aren't sure, what does an engineer do? There's a mechanical engineer, there's a biological. What do engineers do? What are fields in technology?
Well, engineers, they engineer the world, so we are part of that leading in terms of bringing innovation and making the technology available to the public for good use. But there are some key emerging areas in recent times. I could mention, for example, biomedical engineering, where our population is getting aged, so there is more need for servicing that population with higher quality, so we need technology to address the issues of detection and so forth. And this is a huge issue in terms of, for example, the big energy growing challenge in terms of the green society, the sustainable society. So emerging fields such as environmental engineering, earth science engineering, for example, looking the earth as an engineering system, are emerging. And I believe that CUNY and City College are at the front field of those emerging fields. So we are focusing on those areas that will prepare our students for this demanding 21st century.
So if people want to find out more information about this, what should they do?
They could contact me or our research group, also our the partners across the partnership we call SILES. It's called for Continuous Innovative Learning Environments at the HOSTOS or LaGuardia. Or they can just contact me directly via email or by phone. I'll be glad to direct them with the proper information.
Perfect. I look forward to the success of STEM.
Thank you.